And we are live. People, as you know, this whole thing that's going on right now with Kevin Samuels, man, I mean, let's lay it to bed. I mean, for one, this guy has gained so much success. I'm proud of him, because what is the manosphere supposed to be focused on? Male empowerment, you know, having love for our brother, you know, no matter how he has gained his popularity to a certain degree, we still have to have some type of found love, even though certain things that he do you might not agree with. He don't shout you out. You feel as if this guy is somebody cool or you supposed to be cool with. But this ain't gonna be a long video, and I think I'm gonna start doing this every morning, probably giving about 30 minutes or so to it. A little flame before Gold P pop up, because it's a lot of people be live in the morning and trying to actually pick out my spot to where I'm going live every day so I can get my sub count up because me going live and you know giving the people a little voice, and on the weekends I might open up the panel and stuff. But yeah, man, all this smoke for Kevin. In my opinion, Kevin came to this space and he did what a lot of guys can't do in the space, you know. And the biggest issue that I always come up, you know, he doesn't represent the manosphere or whatever, this and that. But the message is he broke free what everybody else is talking about and what his own opinions are too. So you might say he don't represent the manosphere, but he kind of do. You know, he that's like with other guys. He's been over in this space. He's been represented with a lot of guys. So technically speaking, what did he do over here? What was he over here doing? What was his intent and how he gained his success? Self-evident. What's going on, bro? What's going on? So when it come down to it, you got to really focus on the main aspect. And a lot of people just, throwing stuff to the wall sticks. Really want to try to bust too many names out, but for instance, number one, Tommy Sotomayor. A lot of guys is digging him up out the grave, trying to make him be the voice of all Kevin's talking points. It's a difference for one. Sotomayor has never been manosphere. He doesn't represent the manosphere. He doesn't talk about the manosphere. He don't even hardly deal with most of the guys in the manosphere. Y'all giving this dude flowers for just being a butthole. Trying not to cuss too much in this, but when it come down to it, what are they really representing with with Tommy? Tommy got the hate for women, and that's it. He's not trying to get them to do better. He just generally don't like the black women. And Kevin is pointing out their flaws as well as he do, but with the intent of if you want better results, this is what you need to do. Tommy is nowhere near doing that. His whole game is to bash the women. His whole game is, you know, talk about the women, and hopefully you got some He-Man woman haters in the audience that'll flock to his channel and give him, the praise for doing it, But then you also got these crazy other people, never really watch her like that, but Cynthia G. She's been dug out of the ground. So you got two dead people trying to, revitalize their life, like the Walking Dead trying to come back in and get some notoriety. Then you got Envy, which, we all know what him and his relationship is with his wife when he got caught cheating. So he's trying to throw junk at him. Then you got Umar, the Pan African Pancake International, whatever the Dr. Dunmar or whatever they call him on the but it's crazy with him too. Umar wants to represent for the queens, but then what about the queens that's out here, getting over on these dudes? Where's Umar then? Where's the queens that ain't showing him? As a matter of fact, where's his queens that he had the babies by? You know, so let's kick it up a notch. All the men in the manosphere that that are probably a little salty that Kevin ain't shouting them out, and Kevin ain't, what I'm saying, trying to big up the manosphere. Bruh, the message is getting out. That's what counts. These women feet need to be held to the fire for their action. You want better result of women, Kevin is out here putting in the work to get it. Now, don't get all mad at the input initially. You looking for the results. For all the men in the manosphere crying about the good women, or you just actually out here just doing this for views. You're doing this for, because I mean, be honest, I've always been saying this. There's a lot of guys in the manosphere, that's all they doing. Man, they making money off. I mean, Obsidian for one, this guy's perfect example. He tells you up front he make money off of female fuckery. And he's gonna continue making it as long as these women keep doing what they doing. Ain't no shade to Obsidian. Obsidian just basically lets you know this is what it is and this is how I'm getting paid. He was on panel, I think he was on MOT panel. I listened to it. Great panel with MOT had. You know, he basically ran it down. What these women are doing are gonna get him paid. Now, if women start to change up, it can shorten his pockets up a little bit, but he highly doubt that. And a lot of people we do. We doubt that these women are gonna come in here and change up. You know, when it come down to it, like I told Gold P, I mean, like I was on BGS panel, I said it's two type of men in this space: the men who have been hurt and the men who can't talk to women. You know, those are the ones that out here bigging up the space in big numbers. I mean, because the guys who can talk to women, get women who are married, they have no problem. They got the same issue I have right now, and that's giving the knowledge to the youth. That's trying to get your pockets right. That's the only issue I have with a lot of this space is just trying to help guys get money. That's why I built my channel on getting married and creating generational wealth through business, through life insurance, just some form. Where if you're gonna be doing crypto, where if you're gonna be trading stock, where they're gonna be trying to get into housing, all it takes is just a test to go get your real estate license. That could be a part-time job. You ain't gotta sell houses full time, you know. And the thing I laugh at a lot that with a lot of guys, just in general, like, what are you really doing? You know, because besides this whole argument about Kevin, what are you really mad about? The way that the guy dressed, everybody don't dress the same. What are you mad about? The way this guy come at the women, a lot of women get mad at that. Even with the point of oh shit, this dude tripping out here. I just seen a Mustang almost ran into three cars. But the crazy part, like I said, females get mad when he bring up the topic that their education don't matter. I gave this example to my wife, and I told this example to guys on different panels. When does your education matter if you're a lawyer and you don't want to work, you want your man to take care of you, and your man doesn't have a business, so your law degree can't help him in it, what good is that law degree and you're in here folding clothes and making pancakes? What are you going to argue with Mrs. Butterworth to give you more syrup when all you have to do is just pick up the bottle and pour? What are you going to debate the toilet about being so dirty and, plead your case out to the toilet? The degree don't matter. Now, taking the fact that you do have kids, that education can help because you'll have somewhat more knowledge to pass on to the kids as they grow. But this is the same scenario. A woman who hasn't graduated from college can also teach a child certain things, because you got to understand, when it comes to a certain degree, kids mostly need the help in school during their, grammar years from elementary, a little bit in middle school. But mostly when a child gets to high school, generally that's all them. They've learned study habits. You know, they can go to a tutor if they need better study habits. Or if you possibly can teach them a little better, then so be it. But when a child gets to a certain age, that's all them. You know, the way they want to graduate from high school, studying, putting in the hard work and dedication. Yeah, of course you can tell them to do this, you can tell them to do that, but be that as it may, they gotta want to do something in life. So once again, like I said, their education is not gonna matter. When is education gonna be in line? Then let's go to the aspect of when you have a woman who's willing and dealing, let's say a doctor, you know, yeah, you get hurt at home, she quit her practice or whatever to become a housewife, cooking and cleaning around there. No kids, no kids, but she's a doctor. You might scrape your knee or something like that. Okay, put a band-aid on there, put a little alcohol on there. I don't think you need a degree to do that. So when a lot of women get mad at that point that he says, if you wanting, I've said this several times, if a woman wants a man to take care of them, they don't have to work or anything. Kevin is 100% on point. That degree don't matter. You're at home not doing anything but cooking and cleaning. You know, you might have your hobbies that you want to do to buy time, but you don't want to work. All you want to do is cook and clean. So whatever money he gives you for the house, you have to accept that because you don't want to work. Key. With no kids, that degree is not going to influence the house. It's not making the house any better unless unless a man marries a woman who has a degree in design and she, makes the house some type of fun sway move, or, you know, she know how to spend your money and buying decorative arts, turning a office into something, make a amazing man cave, because she has a degree in this. This is one of her professions where she's constantly updating the house to make the house, look more efficient. I can get that 100%. Making the house efficient with all the designs in there, then the degree maybe work to the benefit. But other than that, the degree doesn't mean anything, you know. And I've asked this to my wife, I've asked this to several women. When it comes down to it, Kevin points this question: what are you offering to a man? You know, if I'm offering you money to take care of you, I'm offering you provision, protection. What are you offering to me? My wife laughed at this the other day. We We was more saying more or less talking and listening, to Kevin's show. And she was like, yeah, that's right. Only thing a woman can offer a man is a baby. And I'm like, can I get a baby from a girlfriend? She was like, yeah. I said, can I get a baby from a surrogate? She was like, yeah. I said, so other than that, what else? I can get a maid to come in my house and, cook and clean. I have a bill every month. If you generally look at the amount of money that you're going to spend with your wife and budget that out for a maid and a chef over time, generally speaking, do you really need a wife if you're going to spend 40,000 on the wedding, probably 5 to 10,000 on the ring within that first year, buying an extra car, adding to the insurance, more on the utilities. If you expand that money out over time and steady increase and show a budget of how you can get a maid and get a chef and get a fine woman at that, you have a picking of the woman you want to come clean and cook for you. You know, cool. Sex. Most guys can budget that out too. And my wife looked cute. Yeah. I had family members. I talked to them. They was like, yeah. So it's almost like we're not trying to say the woman is useless and the woman can be replaced. But the point of it is a reference. Even with a man, a woman can say, well, I could take my money and pay for an alarm system, or I can pay for a bodyguard. The amount of money I spend with a man, aha, that means you got to work. No one is not going to pop out of thin air like a genie to take care of you. No one is going to come in and no one is going to be there for you like that. You literally have to do that. You literally have to work. For the women that, all the single women, the independent women, because I've always said that when it comes to be, a woman says she's an independent woman, you're breaking yourself off from men when you say that, even though you don't know it. Because what do we celebrate on the 4th of July? Independence Day. Where we were what? Independent from who? Prime example. So when women yell independent, like I'm starting to say this on panels because I hear guys say this and they always say that words matter. But the definition of what you think the word, it matters. Everybody doesn't think that marriage is long term. Most people think marriage is 15. Most people think marriage is 20. So generally speaking, nobody really knows a big number on the marriage on, how long you need to be married. Same thing with, cheating. You know, I'm only cheating if I'm married. If I'm not married, I'm not cheating. I'm only cheating when I do it in the house. If I do it outside the house, that's not cheating. The definition on what you think these words are and what they, benefit your life. That's like the biggest question right now in in the black community. What do certain words mean for you? That's the whole vetting process when you're dealing with females. You're talking to them, going back and forth. They need to understand as well as you, what do these words generally mean for you? You know, and the crazy part is, man, like I keep saying, we need to get back focused. If you want a family, you need to be looking at the aspect of building a family, dealing with women that want to build a family. That's why I had an easy process to get married. I kind of started eliminating women real quick before I even knew of Gold, Professor. I was disciplined with my school. You know, in my younger years, high school days, yeah, I was out there, slanging and banging, but I took on the fact that I've always wanted money. I've always wanted money. So in order for me to have money, I needed a job. Majority of my family, they work. They really work. I had a cousin, owned his own business, did his thing. You know, granddad owned his own business, did his thing. My aunt owned her own business. One of my other uncles, he owned his business. So I was around a lot of entrepreneurs. In high school, I sold candy. I hustled. I did my thing. You know, when I was able to get a job, I got out there, feet on the ground running. But before I was legally able to get a job, I was always hustling with family, helping them, getting money here and there. So I started developing early the habit of making money. Then as I got older, I said, man, I want a family. I want a young, situation. My parents passing early. I wanted to go ahead and have a family. I was gonna go ahead and find me a chick, settle down with early so I could start building my family. I'm already pushing my money, getting my money right. You know, that was my process. See, that's what I was on the hunt looking for. I had the money, you know, and I also wanted to get things done with starting a family. So you got to have that mindset on what that's why I keep pushing knowledge of self. I'm not a 5%er, but like I said, I can move with them in a circle because why? I know what I want. A lot of people walking around, you don't know what you want, you don't know what you want to do, you don't have a plan, you don't have a goal, 5, 10 years, you don't know what life is gonna give you or do for you. These are the people ultimately gonna just about losing life. You can stumble on a project, make you a whole bunch of money, you essentially lose it all. I've seen tons of videos of guys, become billionaires, lose the money, gain it back, just to lose it again. Because you have no goals, no plans. You're not focused on anything. You know, seen YouTube several videos, documentaries of people buying expensive cars. I mean, Alonzo Hall, for instance. I was on a webinar with him. A guy got like what, $5 million or something like that on an inheritance on life insurance. This guy was broke within a year and a half. Bought a Ferrari, bought an expensive house, lavishes trips, going to Dubai and stuff like that. He had all his boys telling him in his ear how to spend the money. But one thing that his parents, didn't give him was that knowledge on what to do with the money when he get it. Or he didn't have the mindset on how to spend the money. Like I said this several times. You got different shows. Curse of the Lottery. You got different shows. The lottery changed my life. In the end, you got to have that mindset. Even for the guys that are single. When you're single, man, focus on you. Gold Professor, one of his key to 9 laws of self-govern. Be selfish. You don't have nobody to take care of. Focus on you. You should be every day. There is no man that's in this space shouldn't be building their body up. If you're single, don't be sitting around fat sloppy, man. Focus on you. Go walk. Hell, if Jared can walk and eat a sub every day, lose all that weight, we need to have that same regimen. I'm gonna promote getting into the summer. I'm gonna start promoting this man challenge. I just thought about it. I'm gonna start promoting the man challenge. I want to start to spread it out through all spaces. I'm gonna start going on just crazy. Everybody channel promoting the man challenge. Everybody needs to get out, walk a day, or every other day, or just give me some a week. Get a couple of push-ups or something. You know, take away from the norm. Let's go to where we can get all men to not drink for a week. Not drink for a week. Let's get all men to a point. No smoking for a week. For 1 week. No smoking, no drinking. We're gonna be strictly on water, no sodas, juices. We're just gonna go hard on it. A lot of men I know they're not gonna be with, not eating the meat and stuff, going vegan for a week. Cleaning your body, man, that's something serious. You know what I'm saying? Losing that little excess, gut, that toxic in the body. A lot of people not gonna do a detox naturally, even if you take the pills to detox. Let's get some guys on detoxing, man. The biggest thing is all this stuff only matters in this space if guys are willing to put in the work. Bruh, when it come down to it, man, this is what we need. All us men need to, get some clarity on what we gonna do. Like I said in the end with all this, man, we shooting at Kevin, people dissing and all this, but in the end, bro, if he's opening the floodgate, not just it's the space is already growing. We need more eyes in the space, for people that do the lives and cash apps and all that stuff, these are eyes coming over here. The views are going to pump up your channel, even if they're not donating. Like your content needs to be shaped up, get a little better, you know. I push. Men need to be held accountable. Women need to be held accountable. I keep saying this. Women and men need to be held accountable. So when it come down to it, man, let's get to what we need to do. Hey, by all means, you can hate or you can love, but in the end, numbers matter. If if you rock, you rock. If you don't rock, you just don't rock. I can't tell you to like certain people that I like. That's what Gold P does, the honorable mentions. Gold Professor, hey, he shout out people in his honorable mentions. Those are people that he's had encounters with or he rock with. It's up to you if you want to rock with them or not. Because in the end, when it comes down to it, we're going to always focus on the main objective. If we want this space to do better, we want the numbers out here, we're going to get the numbers this way. If we want certain things to happen in this space, we're going to get it this way. So in the end, like I keep telling people, if you're going to be married, focus your goals on getting married. If you're going to be single, hey, focus your single goals. You need to get more money. You need to be in shape. I know majority of the guys who want to be single, they ain't going to be celibate. So I know you're going to want to smash. So if you're going to smash, you got to have your money right. And you got to have, some type of look. If you don't want the look the way you can get it on the cuff that way, guess what? Your pockets got to be fat. I mean, it is what it is. Like a lot of guys, I tell them in this space, man, we promote a lot of things as far as, how to talk to chicks. Like I say, several guys that can't talk to chicks, there's no reason. Got tons of videos in this space. You got tons of video out of the space on YouTube that'll tell you about how to talk to a chick. So like, within the main concern, there's not anything that you can't pretty much learn within the space, even on YouTube in general. Like I said, I'm gonna start doing videos on changing tires. I'm gonna start doing videos on, just simple little handymans, like people just don't know. But some people don't have no clue on doing things, Glued a freaking chair the other day with some Gorilla Glue. I mean, you got a broken chair, throw it away. They don't know how to fix it. You know how to put no screws back in there. You know, you got strip holes in there. You don't know how to put fillers and stuff in there. People just don't know how to do it. Use we don't have a format on teaching to a degree. That's why I keep telling guys, as far as the men and the women, you know, we can focus on the women all day not being right. But if you got a daughter and you ain't raising your daughter right, you adding to the problem. Same thing with the young men. If you got a boy and you not telling your son how to properly do things, you're adding to the problem. You know, when it come down to it, we need to start focusing more, man. What are we gonna do? You know, what's going on? Are we adding to the problem? Because, you know, if you ain't out here taking care of your sons, I understand that child support, baby mama, whatever junk. Hey, you made the kid, bro. Unless you're gonna sign over your rights and everything to be done, you gotta pay. You know, yeah, man. Yeah, so like I said, when it come down to it, man, you got to sit there and change up all this stuff, man. You know, we can have fault in what Kevin is saying, but in the end, you know, nobody's perfect. If people think, he's a rough guy, not a good guy for the manosphere. He's not gonna put the manosphere on this and that. Hey, that's your thought. That's up to you. Because in the end, real talk, we need to have a conversation, man, on how we gonna fix a lot of stuff that's going on right now. How we gonna promote and do better, you know, within the whole, grand scheme of things. So it's been about 30 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off, but like I keep, promoting this with family, man. You need to get you some life insurance. You need to develop a plan what you want to do with your kids, as far as business. Get them into some type of, activities, getting them into finance. The other day I was talking to my son, he was asking me about how to pay bills. 10 years old. Told him, this is how you pay this. This is how you pay that. You got to pay this every month. He's like, dang, every month? That's why I told him, yep. So when you always crying about how y'all want to go have fun all the time, that's my boy's main concern. Every time I come home, Daddy, what we gonna do? Let's go have fun. Let's go do this. Hey, if you gonna do it, that's what needs to be done. Because like I said, it's the training. A lot of guys don't know this stuff. But yeah, man, with my son, like I said, telling him, bills need to be paid every day. This what needs to be done. You know, the average guy don't clean out his car properly. You know, I got junk in my car right now because I just had my boys in here and got a couple of cups and stuff they left in and some jackets I had in the back seat from cleaning out my work truck. You know, but like I said, focus on what you want to give to your kids. If you don't have kids, what's the next step, man? Focusing on yourself. That's evidence. Not just simple. You know, getting finances done, making more money. That talk about Kevin talking about men should be working 60 hours. You know, I don't agree with all these other guys talking about working more hours to go overseas to deal with them chicks because like I tell people that whole knowledge when you start looking at the SYSM uh SYS BM that whatever save yourself black man. That whole thing is for men to not get caught up. It's not for you to go overseas and bang chicks. So a lot of guys got to understand that, man. Yeah, so a lot of guys got to understand that. I'm finna post a link of GoP. GoP about to go live. So I just post this link in there. But like I said, a lot of guys gotta understand it. You gotta take care of yourself. Make more money for that. Don't make more money so you can go overseas and try to get you a foreign chick when all these foreign chicks are already over here, in America. Start traveling outside of your state. Start traveling outside of your city. A lot of guys ain't even been out the perimeter of they town, of their city, whatever. You ain't even been to the next state over. Travel to the surrounding states around you. You know, try to move around a little bit. You can go to the major cities. They got a couple of small cities that, you know, Google is your friend. They got videos on certain places out here, what they do and how they do. You know, Dudes need to start traveling more. If you single, there's no reason why, unless because of this COVID thing, you shouldn't be taking. They got single trips where you go on single cruises. They got all kind of things you can do by yourself. So like, what's the main thing, man? You get out more. You get a couple of yeses and nos. You good in life. Sitting there not doing nothing, being dormant, man. You know, just real talk, dude. Whatever happened in that past relationship, if you still hurt over that junk, don't go deal with nobody else. Just let it go. And then if you still hurt, I mean, if you ain't hurt, man, go enjoy life. But to enjoy life, man, you gotta have some type of money, man. Build up. I mean, simple things, man. Dudes can sit up there, find little niches on YouTube that you could sell. I mean, you good with your hands, man. You can, you know, craft something up, sell it. You know, it's simple things that you can get from the craft store, put something together, throw it out there, and try to get somebody to buy it. You know, OfferUp has a lot of little ways you can set up the way you can meet up with people and sell them stuff. Man, somebody's interested in that stuff. Advertising on Facebook, even on YouTube, man, you can ship this stuff out to people. So, like, that's the biggest thing, you know. That link up there at the top, that's for gold people. He's about to get ready to go live. But, like I keep telling people, there's a lot of stuff that's out here you can make money off of. I got a partner, his wife, she makes those triangle crystals now, like those chakra crystals. She make those, you know. Had time off for it, she wasn't doing nothing. She promoted those things now. You know, you got guys that do, craft work. You're a good carpenter. You know what I'm saying? Even with new, like with the electricity, you can throw a couple of lights in a box and sell it as a coffee table decor or something like that. You know, put a little switch on there. You know, you get that epoxy and cover epoxy in something, shape it up and sell it like that. Decorative artwork. One day I'm gonna actually show you. I'm gonna actually take a picture and put it on my page or do a video of my. I really don't really drop my cash out like that, Kareem. Let me see. There it go, right there. But yeah, more or less, I just be trying. Yeah, I support people, but I'm not really into getting my what's called. I had it up there a couple of times, but more or less just helping people out. That's what I be focused on because I know I'm trying to get my cash out back on. I know it's locked right now, but that's my cash out. But when it comes down to it, I mostly focus on helping people in their channels. Like I say, my biggest thing is getting families together. You know, focusing on that's what my whole channel is centered on. If you're gonna have a family, do this. If you're not gonna have a family, you still can what? Do this. Because like I said, the main objective, if you're gonna have a family, you're gonna have to take care of them. You're gonna have to take care of the kids, give them some type of direction, give them some type of knowledge to live. You know, Be there for your wife. You know, if you're gonna be single, you gotta focus on yourself. Look at your health. You know, watch how you eat. You know, the biggest thing is a lot of guys not eating vegetables. Digestive system is, is a big thing. You know, I talked to other guys off the panel. Guys get mad at women how they shape. Dude, you gotta get your body together too now. How you gonna talk about you want to be able to talk to a chick and your body ain't there, man? You know what I'm saying? Go do some push-ups. Get some kind of definition to your arms to where it shapes up. When it come down to it. And with a lot of people, like I tell them, focus on your health. Get money. If you're gonna be married or you're gonna be single, you still gonna need these key things. That's why I even tell my wife as I'm getting a little more bigger up and down, I'm trying to lose more weight because I'm at a decent weight. I feel good. I'm moving. No health problems or nothing. But still, you know, I know I need to lose a little weight because as I get older, it's gonna be harder for the weight to come off. And a lot of people don't understand that the older you do get, that happens to generally men and women. You know, men, women a little more harder than men. But focusing on that, like I said, Gold Professor about to get ready to go live. So that's his link. I'm probably gonna drop it again. But like I said, I'm about to get ready to come off. And most likely I will see majority of you guys on Gold Professor channel. But like I said, take care of yourself, man. Do better, be better, know what you're doing, you know, be out here, don't be wilding, don't be out here making babies, having fun. But like I always say, we gone.